What's going on, all you pick three players out there? This is Miss for the Hot Picks here, and I have another strategy that I want to share with you guys. Nothing new, trust me, there's nothing new under the sun, but I want you guys to start paying close attention if you're using the 1, 2, 3 rundown, and I want to share with you exactly what to look for, okay? Now, I will tell you, I cannot guarantee hits on the channel or in the membership, so I need you guys to pay close attention, all right? And looks like we have a request here from one of our members. Looks like Shao Tran 349. Can you make one for Louisiana? So let's go ahead and dig in. All right, guys. So we're going to work on pick 3 Louisiana. And I want you guys to make sure that you're backtracking. That means keeping a daily log. Now, here's the thing about Louisiana. They only have one draw per day. Oh, they're so lucky, right? Some of us have 2 draws per day, like here in Florida. Others have up to 4 draws per day, like Texas. So Louisiana, make sure you guys pay close attention. So we went back about 5 days. Whenever you're backtracking, start there if you can, okay? And just kind of see with your eyes what's going on, okay? Now, I know this is a lot of numbers, but I want you to pay attention to a few key areas. So we're going to work on key boxes, okay? This is nothing new to the channel. I brought this out probably a couple years back, but now that I'm learning more about triples, they're become a lot easier for me to kind of decipher what's going on. So I want to share with you the same thing, okay? So we're going to actually go back to April 8th, okay? April 8th in Louisiana, there was a hit of 100. Now, how do we count this rundown out so we can start looking at some key numbers and patterns? Well, very simple. Once you put in your last hint, you're simply going to add each number down the columns, okay? So for the first column, you're going to add 1. So 1 plus 1 is 2, 2 plus 1 is 3, 3 plus 1 is 4, 4 plus 1 is 5, 5 plus 1 is 6, 6 plus 1 is 7, 7 plus 1 is 8, 8 plus 1 is 9, 9 plus 1 is 10. Now, when you get to your 2-digit numbers, only use your ones place your 0, okay? 0 plus 1 is 1. So as you see here, the number we start with will be the number we end with. Then you simply add 2 all the way down the second column, 3 all the way down the third column. Now that we have everything completed, I want you guys to start paying attention to your right side of the grids. We have what we call key boxes, okay? That's when doubles and mirrors cross each other. So look at this box, okay? And make sure you put it dark enough so you can decipher where this area is. So we have here the doubles 6, 6, and what crosses it 4, 9. This is what we call the key box area. Now I know you're like, well, 4 and 9, what's going on there? They're what we call mirror numbers. 4 and 9 is actually the same number. They're just opposite of each other, okay? It's what we call mirror numbers. And I'm going to make sure that you have all your mirror numbers just in case you need them for future reference, okay? All right, so I'll just go over here. Let's quickly talk about the other mirror numbers that you might see. 0 could be a 5 or 5 could be a 0. 1 could be a 6, 6 could be a 1. 2 could be a 7, 7 could be a 2. 3 could be an 8, 8 could be a 3. 4 can be a 9, and a 9 could be 4, okay? So these are the other mirror numbers that you may encounter when you're looking at your key boxes, okay? So now, again, Louisiana, I noticed by the request, I noticed you guys are getting quite a few doubles, but you are getting some single numbers as well, meaning they don't have doubles, okay? So we'll start here, okay? We have, I noticed, with your single numbers, I noticed the hottest pairs are on the left side of the key box. Okay, that's that first column that you see. Notice the numbers 3 and 4. Okay, something very peculiar has been happening the last couple of days, and I want to show you both examples here. So whenever you see a key box, and if you think straight numbers, meaning they don't have doubles, may hit, this could be an area that you may want to pay close attention to. And that's 3 and 4. Okay, those are some hot pairs that you may want to consider. Okay, now I noticed the third number, they're kind of connecting it. Either they're skipping like one over, like that 4, 3, 2, possibly even that 348. Okay, so I would just write that down: 342, 348. Excuse me, some 8 I wrote. Okay, sorry. But don't just look at that particular part of the rundown. I want you to look at both boxes. You notice there's 2, right? Because numbers after the halfway point are mirrors. I never know where they're going to select numbers yet, right? That's what we're working on. And there's a possibility that their numbers could be mirror, okay? So again, let's say we're looking at just straight numbers, meaning they have no doubles, and we're thinking that there could be something very important here. So again, I'm going to go to the side, 8, 9, maybe 8, 9, 2, okay? And maybe 8, 9, 8. See how the numbers mirror? Okay, all right. Well, let's say you held on to those numbers for a couple days. I'm going to warn you, they don't happen right away sometimes, and you have to be patient. I'm telling you that right now. I noticed this with a lot of one draw states. That's just what it is. But I want you to pay attention. Why? Because 243 came about 4 days later, April 12th evening. 243. And where do we have it? We have it 243. Now, I know what you're thinking. I know you see this 234. Nothing wrong with choosing numbers like that. But I'm going to tell you something. I'd like to see patterns. So I'm going to show you how this happened again. And if we were to use those numbers on top, like 234, we might have been thrown off. Not saying that they won't hit numbers from there, but I do want you to pay attention to this pattern area right here. It's pretty hot. Let me skip over and I'm going to show you another one. So far, so good. Go ahead and give your girl a like. I so appreciate that. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. All right. So let me skip over to April 10th. April 10th evening, the hit was 299 in Louisiana. Now, by now, we know how to put the rundowns together. We know to look for our doubles. And when our mirrors cross, we have a key box area, okay? And if we believe that straight numbers, meaning they're not doubles, could be something, this could be the hot pattern for it. Now, I'm going to go 451. Make sure I can see everything. You guys can see everything. 457. I'm just kind of just making it around. Now, I'm going to warn you, they can always change where those third numbers go. Okay, I totally get that. I'm just going to stay with the current pattern. If we're looking at the mirrors, remember, halfway down it's going to change. Notice how it was a 3-8 here, but when we get to the lower half of the rundown, it becomes a 3-3. All they've done is mirror. Notice how this was a 5-5, but now it's a 0-5. I told you mirrors could be so important. Don't skip out. So 091, possibly, or maybe 097. And again, these are not in perfect order. It takes time to get them straight, but the whole point is just finding the group of numbers that could be possible for your state. Well, the next day, the next draw, this came quick. 754 hit. Now I want you to pay attention to something. Notice how the two hot pairs are on the side. You got your 3-4 here, and you had your 4-5 here for the 5-4. Okay, that's what I'm saying about looking for patterns. What keeps coming up? Notice here how it skipped over to 2, and this one skipped over to 7. They can go either way, right? And they could use other numbers. They don't have to just use those. But hopefully this will get your mind trained on how you may want to look for patterns that are just with straight numbers. And all that is numbers that do not have doubles, okay? All right. So far, so good. So that hit came. I was looking. That's why I gotta have my stuff organized. I'm sorry, y'all. Okay. I just wanted to make sure I wrote out or circled the hits from the list so you know exactly where they are, okay? That's that y'all can't read numbers. I know you can. All right, but here's the deal. So that's the first pattern in Louisiana. What happens when your state starts pulling doubles? You may have to look at these a little differently, okay? So I'm going to go back to April 9th evening. The hit was 556. Now we have here our key boxes together. Inside there's a 7-2, there's a 9-9. Okay. There's also 7-7 and 9-4. Okay. So I want you guys to make sure that you're paying close attention. Okay. Now, if you think doubles could be playing, the doubles that are in the boxes are probably could be some of the hottest possibilities. So what doubles do we see in this box? We see 9-9. Okay. So we know the 9-9 could possibly be hot for a couple of days for Louisiana. So we have 9-9. Now we can go 9-9-2 if they stand in the box. 9-9-7. That's if they're staying in the box. You may notice that when doubles are hitting in these boxes, maybe the third number could be surrounded. But I do notice that some states prefer to keep them in the box. Hopefully, Louisiana is one of those states. Okay. All right. The other thing would be 7-7, right? 7-7-4, 7-7-9. And again, feel free if you want to use other numbers if you see that the state's patterns are doing something else. Well, what happened? The next draw, April 10th evening, 299 hit. 299. Look at that. And it's right in the box, 2K. So I gave you two hot patterns. Pay attention. I want you to what? Practice on paper first. All right. Don't be so quick to spend the money. All right. But I want you guys to make sure that you're backtracking. Keep a daily draw of what's going on, because patterns, you know, they get hot, cold, or sometimes you may notice the numbers don't come as quick. You may have to hold on to them for a few days, okay? So that's something to look for. So just study. You guys enjoyed this? Definitely give your girl a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. And also those that want to get deeper with their Pick 3 lottery games, definitely consider joining our membership. We love to have you guys. We're having so much fun over there with our prediction list, our member-only live streams, and of course you get to request your Pick 3 lottery video so you can get as much help as you possibly can. So we're definitely here to help out. Well guys, I'll see you on the next video. Enjoy.